goal. You mentioned buyers and buyer personas a couple of times in the last few minutes. Maybe you can dig in a little bit there. When I talk to B2B marketers and B2B sellers, they're frequently not thinking about the different characteristics of buyers. What would be your suggestion for how B2B companies should be focusing on this? And then once they have thought about how to focus on, how can they implement that within your playbook structure?
Yeah, great question. And I mean, you've been kind of leading the charge in marketing thinking and I think you actually know the person well who coined that term, buyer persona. And it's a really powerful concept, right? Is that a buyer has a persona, they have a walk that they do every day that you got to lean into. That's the basics of buyer empathy is, buyer, where are you today? And what are you thinking about and what pains? And it's a really powerful concept. What we encourage is to think about the intersection between your value plays and your buyer personas. And I'll give an example of NECI. It's a local company here who does manufactured energy solutions for manufacturing companies. And if you're thinking about a buyer persona, you're going to the manufacturer, let's just call it the production manager or the maintenance manager, and you're thinking about a pump, right? You're thinking about a maintenance problem. If you're thinking in a value play concept, the question is, who cares about maintenance? Who cares about planned maintenance? Who cares about production throughput? Because the maintenance manager cares about that because he's got a maintenance and reliability goal, but the plant manager cares about that because they have a production goal, and the VP of operations across the region cares about that because they have an overall economic goal. So we literally
and the financial people, the accountants and so on, CFO, they have something completely different too.
100%. So we always say personas are really powerful. You have to know them, but think about your personas, line them up to your value plays. And when you line them up to your value plays, now you can prospect around the intersection of value plays. And when you get to a second or a third conversation, you already have people lined up on, this is about planned maintenance. This is about a corporate goal for higher throughput production. It's not just about a pump or a filter or a maintenance problem.